Desperately, Griffin ran his hands through the grass, feeling for the familiar plastic and metal shape. Nothing. "Ben!" Griffin tried. "Can you help me find my retainer?" "That's disgusting," Ben exclaimed suddenly. "What are you talking about?" Ben was staring inside the collar of his hoodie. "Ferret face just threw up on my stomach." "It might be motion sickness," offered Savannah Drysdale, who knew more about animals than anyone in town. "You know, the way people sometimes get nauseous on long car rides. Poor little guy. It's not his fault." Ferret face peered up out of the shirt with a grateful burp. "But it's gross," Ben complained. Darren brayed a laugh. "Too bad they don't make little barf bags for ferrets." "Would somebody just help me find my retainer?" Griffin wailed. Savannah was disgusted. "Don't be such a baby. You're looking right at it." She reached down and plucked it off the turf. "If you keep your mouth shut for a change, maybe it won't fall out so often." Griffin examined the filthy, slime-covered metal. Oh, how he hated this torture device. It squeezed, it scratched, it kept him up at night. But if he ever lost it, he would have to find a new family. He turned and shook his fist at Darren. "Someday, Vader." He was interrupted by 3 sharp whistle blasts. "All right, everybody," Dr. Egan yelled. "Good workout. Remember, your mind can never be sharp if your body's not with the program. We'll make something out of you couch potatoes yet. Now listen up, because I've got big news." An uncomfortable murmur rippled through the crowd. The students had heard more than enough big news in the past 2 weeks. Like the big news that they were lumpy and out of shape, that soft bodies produced soft minds, and that sport was the ultimate character builder. They'd been told that homeroom would be replaced by 20 minutes of morning calisthenics, and that they were all going to get healthy, even if it killed them. "The only news I want is that we don't have to do this anymore," Ben murmured. "How come we can't hear this news inside, where it's nice and dry?" Savannah muttered under her breath as the rain turned to a steady drumming on their heads. "If I catch cold," warned Logan, who had just landed the lead in the school play Hail Caesar, "I won't be able to project my voice to the back row of the auditorium." "How many of you know," Dr. Egan asked, "that Art Blankenship was a local boy from right here in town who graduated from this very school back when it was the old Cedarville High?" Not a single hand went up. "Who's Art Blankenship?" whispered Pitch. Griffin shrugged and tried to clean off his retainer by wiping it on his pants. "That's another thing we all have to learn," the principal exclaimed. "Pride. Art Blankenship was the assistant linebacker coach of the 1969 Super Bowl champion New York Jets. You'll never guess what I found behind a stack of toilet paper rolls in the custodial supply closet." He held up a small, shiny object that no one could really make out. "This is Art Blankenship's Super Bowl ring. The real deal." There was a smattering of applause. His widow donated this ring in his memory to the old school, where he learned to become a winner. The applause grew a little stronger. "You're right to be impressed," the principal approved. "But you should also be screaming your heads off. Somebody had no problem taking this treasure and sticking it on a dark shelf to be buried in toilet paper and forgotten. Well, it's not forgotten anymore. This ring is going into a place of honor, in the display case in front of the office. Every time you see it, I want you to think about Art Blankenship's legacy."